welcome back to Royalty Soaps. This is the outfit and the hair I had in the last video. Pfft, girl, it's not like I film all my video intros on the same day. Today's soap is a really fascinating one because I totally messed it up. I get so many comments all the time about how my soaps are always perfect and how do I do it so perfectly every time. I don't. It's just I keep for the videos the ones that turn out really well. I still mess up. I still have flopped batches. I still have batches that do just absolutely weird crap on me like this one. And I like to keep it as real as I can here. So I'm gonna let you guys see the batch that turned out strangely, and you're gonna get to decide on whether or not it actually was okay in the end. If you are following me on Instagram, I have two. One for Royalty Soaps and all my soapy creations, and one for the Katie Carson Instagram-ish. That's where I do all my little DIY bits and family stuff and pictures because I fancy myself a good photographer. And without further ado, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and let's get soap making. For this particular soap, I'm not gonna add anything special into the oils or into the lye water. I'm just gonna pour the lye water straight in, so there's not any clays in here, and we're not adding any colorants at the beginning. And now I am going to blend this up on high until everything is emulsified, and the soap has come to what is called a light trace, which is essentially just the soap being completely mixed up and at a thin pudding texture. For a batch of this size, which will make two 17-bar Brambleberry molds, it normally takes about 30 seconds or so to reach emulsification. The soap will be comprised of 3 different shades of purple, so we're gonna split this batch off into these 3 buckets here. I am gonna try to make them all roughly the same size, but as the swirl is gonna be a drop swirl, it's really not that big a deal. I'm gonna scrapey out in my large container here, make sure there is nothing left. As far as colorants go, we're gonna start with this Cyber Grape Mica powder. How fitting. Next is purple Vibrance. This is my go-to purple. And finally, I'm using Raging Raspberry. This is from TKB. It's gonna turn sort of a pinky purple once the soap is saponified. Now I'm going to blend all 3 of these buckets up, and we'll see what I think about the color after they've been all blended. Gonna add some more Cyber Grape though. This isn't the color I really wanted. Now that's more like it. I'm gonna scrape down the sides in a moment, but before I do that, I'm gonna add the fragrance oil. I am using Grape Soda by Nature's Garden. This is a really wonderful grape smell. It has just the right amount of sort of like the sweet, sort of syrupy grape, but also just enough fizz in there to really make it kind of like a carbonated beverage smell. I'm gonna blend the fragrance oil into each one of the buckets, and then we're gonna begin pouring into our Brambleberry molds. After I mixed the fragrance oil in, I got these 2 nasty colors. This is why some people prefer to test out their fragrance oils before they go to make a big batch of it. Though it may be ugly, I am still going to make soap with it. It's still going to smell amazing. It's just not gonna look that pretty on the inside. When you're making soap, sometimes you have to just learn to roll with the punches, and if something doesn't turn out exactly how you think it's going to, that's okay. You make a note of that in your soap making journal and you keep moving. And that's why I am definitely going to upload this video to YouTube, because I want you guys to see that I do not make everything perfect all the time. It's really a shame that this fragrance smells so good. I bet it would be really yummy in a candle. Would probably be good in a body lotion and a bath bomb. I'm going to gently bounce the top here to fill in all the little spots that are a little short on soap. All of my soap is in the mold, so now it's time for me to get the frosting ready to go, and then we will pipe the tops. For the piping, I am using the Royalty Soaps piping set with the large round tip, and I have colored it with Raging Raspberry and a little tiny bit of the grape color, and then a little tiny bit of titanium dioxide. It would have been perfect if the middle had looked the way that I wanted it to. This soap looks like it doesn't know what it wants to be when it grows up. It can't decide whether it wants to be a grape soda or cherry Coke. When it comes to choosing a piping tip, if you haven't ever done it before, I wouldn't actually recommend using a round tip because I think they're kind of the hardest to maneuver and make look perfect. And if you make a mistake, it's a lot more obvious with a round tip than it would be with an open or closed star. It's kind of funny though, because even with the discoloration, the colors still somehow sort of look like they go together, especially the ones in the middle. I don't know, maybe I'll end up liking it okay after all. I want to be the Bob Ross of the soap making world. No mistakes, just happy accidents. Also, every single time I use the large round tip, it feels like I'm gonna make one of those Peep marshmallows that everyone gets for Easter and nobody wants to eat. I am currently preparing myself for all the I love Peeps comments that are about to ensue. If you like them, more power to you. That means you could more thoroughly enjoy your Easter basket than I could. I'm going in with the next round, just putting a little dollop on top of the first layer, and I am covering the tip of all the little piped meringue bits. That's what they look like to me. I'm covering it up with the second one because I want it to look really bubbly and not spiky at all. Coming over here to this side. Once again, trying to cover up all the tips. I won't be able to on all of them, but we're gonna try. Let your piping tip lead you to wherever it wants to take you. Each soap is a journey. And now for the final big dollop in the middle of the soap. Once again, sort of trying to squash any tip there might be left in the middle here. I tried to pull in on that last row the little spiky bits that occur so that I could cover them up more easily with this last one. Now that the piping is complete, pretty much every purple bio glitter I have is about to get thrown down on top of this soap. These bio glitters are from Fizz Fairy, and the first one we are starting with is Sugar Rush. This has a lot of silver in it, got a little bit of blue, a lot of purple. It's gonna be really, really nice on top of here. Next, I'm taking the Raspberry bio glitter. I'm putting quite a bit of this on there. Trying to get this one mainly on the edges. And now I'm taking a little bit of purple Vibrance Mica mixed with some oil, and I'm gonna put a quick drizzle across the top. And finally, we are adding some little round soap gumballs. These also contain some of the bio glitter in them. I'm gonna put them right on top and smush that little pointy bit that was created with the piping bag. Based on what the soap looks like on top, you would never know what it looks like on the inside. All the embeds are on now, so I'm gonna go back with just a little bit more of the purple Vibrance mixed with oil. And I'm just gonna get a few of the places that I missed before I go in with the final bit of holographic glitter. So I'm going to spritz with rubbing alcohol and bring you guys in for a close-up. This is what the soap looks like up close. Very glittery, very sparkly, very, very purple, and definitely not indicative of what is on the inside. I'm gonna wait 18 to 24 hours to cut up these bars, and then we'll be back after this quick commercial break. We are back the next day to cut the grape soda soap, and guys, I am shooketh. It went through a metamorphosis last night. I do not understand how this happened, but some of the colors on the outside are starting to look purple again. So I'm gonna make my first cut here with the bud cutter so that we can see inside. What? Oh my gosh, look at this. So it doesn't look perfect by any means, and this grape purple, the like cyber grape purple, certainly isn't the prettiest, but this one, the Vibrance purple, did go back purple, and this one just looks pink. It's just not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and I don't understand how the colors kind of went back to like their more natural state. I do not understand. Here's one of the bars up close so you can see. So like I said, just darker everything. The colors aren't as vibrant looking, but they're still definitely there. Which begs the question of the day, should I make more of these? Like, I'm torn. At first I was like, I'm never touching that fragrance oil again. But now I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know. Should I make more of these? I only have 34 bars right now, and I just want to know if I should make more. Also, they smell really really good. Like the grape soda scent is definitely strong and it's very, very recognizable. If you want to vote in the question of the day, you can click the I in the upper right hand corner of the screen. Should I keep these as they are or should I make a bunch more? You guys decide. These bars will be available on June 6th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time at royaltysoaps.com. It is gonna take me so long to get over the fact that this turned colors. It's driving me nuts. I literally cannot with this soap. Like, what is even the deal with it? I'm still trying to figure out how that happened. It's really important that you guys vote on this video because it will determine whether or not I make more of these bars. I have 34 right now, like I said before. 34 is not very many, and if you guys are like gonna snatch them up like candy in the shop, I wanna make sure that I have more for you guys to get and so that people aren't disappointed. So be sure to do the poll. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And if you're feeling frisky, you can click the notification bell down below so that the soap fairy alerts you every time I upload a new video. By the way, the soap fairy needs to be reprimanded because a lot of you are telling me that she is not alerting you every single time I upload a new video, which peeves me off. I'm gonna have to have a little chat with her. And until next time, I hope you all have an absolutely royal day. Do something for yourself that makes you happy today. Whether that's reading a book, having an extra scoop of ice cream, or maybe just, if you're like me and you're a mom, going to the bathroom by yourself. And until next week, bye for now. Meow.